Hey, what's up guys, Totallydubbed here, and today I'm doing a video review on the Cougar Revenger. And yes, I know what you're thinking, Cougar, what a name. Anyway, I would like to thank Cougar for actually sending me this out for review. You can find the mouse on overclockers.co.uk for £45 as of right now, and on Amazon USA for $75. I did find the mouse on amazon.co.uk for £63, but obviously go for the £45 you find on Overclockers UK. Now the mouse is quite new to the market, at least for the UK market, and that's why I chose to review it now rather than before when it was only available in the US. Now the mouse is based on the Cougar 550M sort of form factor, but it has a different sensor inside. The sensor in question is the PMW3360 sensor, which is a variation on one of the most well, I'll say favourable mice sensors in the world right now, such as found in the Logitech G403, which is a PMW3366 sensor. So it's made by Pixart and employed by Cougar. So before getting into the performance tests and my opinions about it, let's quickly talk about the build quality and functionalities. Now the cable is a USB that's non-braided, unfortunately, and it's terminated on the left hand side. Now the left hand side looked quite cool in principle, but when it comes to using it, I would have much preferred it being in the middle or on the right hand side, given the fact that most PCs are located on the right hand side of a desk. So it just felt a little bit weird having like that versus if the actual cable was, let's say, like this. It made much more sense. Now unfortunately you don't get any weight adjustments underneath, which is slightly a shame, but given its price point £45, I can't really complain, given that other mice out there at its price point don't even offer, or even double its price point, don't offer weight adjustments. Now the mouse has got 6 different buttons: left, right, middle. You've got this DPI switch, which is operated like this. So you pull down, you don't press, so pressing doesn't work, you have to pull down, which is something I felt is a shame because it made me not use the mouse because it required quite a lot of effort pressing it. Now you might think quite trivial at first, but believe me, when you're playing, say, Counter-Strike at a competitive level and you're constantly trying to press reload because you're missing all your shots as you would if you're a global like me, then you would need to just press a button rather than pull a kind of trigger. So it's a bit of a shame, but that is a design that the Cougar chose. Now on the left hand side you've got 2 buttons, and I should mention that all of these buttons can be fully programmed through the software. It's very easy to use, and through a new driver update since I actually got it, it makes it much easier to just set a key command such as R or 1 and 2 to your mouse. I wish the software was a little bit more complete in terms of what it offered, but it offers you the basic functionalities that you will need in terms of gaming wise. I just wanted a little bit more, say, shortcuts to certain folders, for example, just in case you want to switch it to multimedia mode. Now, speaking about modes, you've got 3 different modes that you can customize through the software. You will need to access the software in order to change the modes, and through the software you'll be also able to completely change its lighting control, which I should mention are 2 separate ones. You've got one over here for the DPI light, which obviously can be something else if you wish. I mean, I'm switching DPI with the top hand, but it is the DPI indicator, and that can be changed in terms of color. It's got full RGB lighting, both over here and on the side, and this lighting over here is also independent from these lights, so you can have these off and these ones on, or vice versa, or whatever you want. You can also control it in terms of what you want. Right now I've got it on like color cycle 1, it's called on the software. You've got 3 separate DPI modes, and the DPI goes up to 12,000 DPI and has a polling rate of up to 1000 Hz, which is fantastic given its specifications of the sensor and the functionalities of the mouse, given that other people would want them for different reasons. Now the mouse is a primarily right-handed mouse, but you can use it as a left-handed mouse as well, but I would really suggest using it right because it's not quite symmetrical, but it's very, very close to it, at least in my opinion, at least from the naked eye. That's what I think. Anyway, now I'm just going to quickly go quiet and just show you how the scroll wheel works and how it sounds. So So hopefully you're able to hear over there how it sounded. In my opinion, it's not too accentuated in terms of the clicks, and as I said, the button over here is a trigger button, so it just sounds a little bit heavier than it normally would. The scroll wheel looks very nice and it's very easy to use. It's got a it's like tactile feedback, which is nice, or tactile feedback. It's got a clicky feedback, but isn't loud in order to distract you from your gaming or from your multimedia browsing. So let's talk about sensor. Now the sensor itself is the PMW 3360 sensor, and that is based on the 3366 sensor found in, say, Logitech mice. I must say that the sensor is fantastic. I had no problems when playing Counter-Strike, and it's actually one of my favorite sensors in the world alongside the 3366 sensor. Obviously you have the massive DPI range that you can enjoy, the great polling rate, and the very low response time of the mouse, but in all honesty, what I was really intrigued with the sensor about, and something I've been that I've noticed from other mice that utilize the same sort of sensor, is its accuracy. It's very accurate no matter how fast you're using and no matter what sort of DPI you're using it. Its one-to-one tracking is fantastic, and on top of that, taking a step back from the sensor and talking about the buttons, they're very much accurate in terms of like the clicks are very good because they're using Omron switches inside, so therefore you get a very good experience in terms of hardware for the mouse. So in terms of the internals of the mouse, I'm very impressed, and I'll definitely suggest it for any super mouse geek out there, or for someone who wants to take competitive gaming seriously, and or if you're just a multimedia user, then you're gonna really enjoy the absolutely no acceleration, or at least close to no acceleration mouse out there, given its sensor. So guys, what do I think about the mouse? Now, I think it is a fantastic mouse. It is an alternative mouse out there in the market. I should say it weighs 110 grams, and that is something that you should consider. It's a pretty light-ish mouse given its specs. It's, I would say, slightly heavier than something like the Logitech G403 without any weight in there, but it's its form factor, which is very nice. It fits perfectly in my hand, and my hand's about 18 centimeters from top to bottom, about 8 and 9 centimeters from width, and it fits really nicely in there. And I'd say I have pretty much average sized hands, so I would say the average male gamer will find it very much comfortable to wear, just like the wear to use. The G403, as you can see, is there, and the Cougar like so. I just feel the Cougar fits better in my hand, and given its slightly lower profile arch, means that it's a more comfortable mouse to use for, especially if you're sniping a lot in games, obviously. So the mouse is really good in terms of ergonomics, but I've just got those two complaints, was that the trigger button over here and the cable coming on the left hand side. Other than that, guys, I think this mouse is fantastic. I definitely do suggest it, especially at £45. I think it's a steal. Make sure you check it out. Link will be down in the description, as I said before. And more than anything, make sure you give this video a like. Subscribe if you want to see more unbiased independent content like from myself, and make sure you favorite and share this video, as it helps the channel grow. Alright guys, I've been Totally Dubbed, and this has been the Cougar Revenger gaming mouse. Take care guys, Totally Dubbed out. Bye bye.